West Virginia teachers had been striking, and today made, I believe, 9 days that they were on strike, and every single school in the state was closed. Every single public school in the state was closed. So what they were striking for were better pay and better benefits. Now, they had come to an agreement with the governor, Jim Justice, on increasing the pay raise to 5%, because what the legislature wanted to give them was 4%. They said that was no good. So they agreed to 5% with the governor. The state legislature, though, held up the agreement because they said that they didn't have any money. They can't just continue spending money like they have it, which they don't. They have a weak economy, so they didn't want to give it to them. We're in the 9th day today on Tuesday, and the legislature finally did approve the 5% pay increase for the teachers. Now, again, the biggest problem is the state-funded insurance program, which still hasn't been fixed. Jim Justice says that he has intentions to, investigate ways to improve it, but that it's not a fix yet. So that's the biggest problem. But the teachers agreed to come back to work if they could secure that 5% pay increase. So they had, what was like a sign-in ceremony today, and Governor Jim Justice did sign the bill to increase the teachers' pay. But, of course, that is going to come at a cost. At a legislative conference committee meeting Tuesday to resolve the issue, Republican State Senator Craig Blair said the new deal represents the largest pay raise in state history. There would be no tax increase to offset the raise, and Blair said that the government will see a $20 million reduction in spending to come out of cuts to general services and Medicaid. So that's where, that's where the problem arises. So to fund the teachers' pay raise, you're gonna reduce spending in Medicaid?
Why not just reduce the tax breaks that the corporations get in that state?
I can't do that. No, that's going too far. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind, Mike. These are the job creators. You're out of your mind.
Actually, the job creators are the people that spend the money, which are the teachers. And the reason why, of course, well, we know they do have money, but let's just take that argument at face value. Of course, you're going to have to dig deep in your pockets for this raise when they hadn't gotten a raise since 2014.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This wouldn't be an issue if they had been getting raises since then.
Reading that, it looks like the teachers are getting a 5% raise. It's still not going to put them anywhere near even average in America in average salaries. But their health care is bad. And what you're going to do is take from poor people's health care to make that even worse. That's what it looks like to me. Now, at this ceremony, at this sign-in event that Jim Justice was at, the governor, he fielded a question. I believe it was the first question that was given to him, that was asked of him, was on this issue. So I don't know if it was a reporter, but the question was, so to create this opportunity to pay these teachers, you're going to take money from Medicaid. So you're essentially going to strip away from people that can't afford health care.
So you're
the poorest people in West Virginia.
So he's digging a hole to fill a hole.
He said, so his answer was that absolutely not. His answer was that nobody that, is getting Medicare benefits, or Medicaid benefits, I should say, is going to be negatively impacted by this. What he said was that there was a surplus, I believe dating back to last year, I guess maybe ending the year, there was a surplus in funds in Medicaid. So I guess they didn't spend the allotted money that was, that is allotted to Medicaid. So he said that nobody will be negatively impacted. What they're going to do is just reduce spending, whatever that means. They're going to reduce spending, but that will not lead to somebody, being denied coverage.
But so wait,
services.
There was a surplus. They just magically found out of nowhere. After they claimed they looked high and low for funds, after they claimed they looked under every rock in every tree for some money.
Yes.
They claim if there was a surplus, he would know about it.
And mind you, the legislature held up this agreement because they said they had no funds. 4 days later,
All of a sudden
they found funds
a surplus
that was just sitting there.
A surplus.
It was a surplus that was just sitting there that was unused. It was a surplus from Medicaid. Doesn't sound accurate. It just doesn't sound right. Sounds like BS to me. If what he said was true and nobody will be negatively impacted, they actually have a surplus. And, hey, he said no way. He said absolutely not. He will not allow that to happen. Hey, okay. That's his word, right? He said that very publicly. So we will see. We will see if he's telling the truth or not.